Yes, yes, yes. We are here.
Another episode with our favorite two people. It's your boy Los.
And this is Katrina.
And this week, man, we want to talk to y'all about a topic we already discussed. But I got so many messages in my inbox, even personal texts, telling me I left a lot out and that some things should have been discussed more in depth. So we gonna hit y'all again talking about relationships and everything they're comprised of, the do's, the don'ts, what's acceptable, what's not, um, so on and so forth. But before we get into that, Katrina be jumping down my throat about this disclaimer. So let me go on and get this out the way, man, before we be on here having a full blown fight
Run it, run it,
live
run
on social media. So Katrina, quiet. This is the disclaimer. This podcast is a platform for conversation, education, and community dialogue. The views expressed by hosts and guests are their own and do not represent any organization, group, or institution. We do not promote violence, illegal activity, or harm of any kind. Our discussions may include difficult or controversial topics, but our goal is understanding, accountability, and change. We ask our audience to engage respectfully. Accusations, or naming of suspects without verified information will not be allowed. This space exists to amplify voices, honor those impacted, and work toward unity and solutions in our communities. Man, that is long-winded.
But it's essential.
Yeah, okay. You got it out the way. Disclaimed.
Yes, yes. So I wanted to actually play this song that somebody, Papalani wrote for my sister's case, and I'll give you a little background about that for the audience. My sister Kaya Taylor went missing in February of 2020. She dropped her boyfriend off, and then 3 hours later, her car was found running abandoned on a railroad track about a mile away from where she dropped her boyfriend off. And this song really encapsulates my sister as a whole. And I think it's appropriate for this because it's also about a relationship that my sister had with her boyfriend. So I will play this for you guys.
I'm sorry, it's too much text.
All right. It's that M4A. Sorry, y'all.
Don't worry about it.
No.
Started in the Sandbox, ended in the CellBlocks.
That's the wrong one.
Right. That's the one from last week.
Yeah, my bad. I thought that was the other one, but let me go on here and do this. I thought I downloaded it, but let's go ahead and let me find it. I got the wrong one.
But check it out. So anyway, while she trying to figure out how to get this song to play, we gonna get on with this dialogue and this conversation, and pertaining to relationships specifically. Some things I definitely left out, and I don't know how, because these are like major do's and don'ts. So a brother sent me a text immediately after the show saying, "Bro, I can't believe you left out, that this is unacceptable," and he got to explaining, and I completely agreed. So when I was young, when the brothers used to get locked up, it was like an unwritten rule, even though it was verbalized as well. They women are off limits, right? You are not supposed to be messing with nobody's girl when he's locked up. Now, she shouldn't be messing with you either, right? It's a two-way street. She got to open her legs in order for you to get in them, but you shouldn't even be, enticing her or giving her the opportunity to participate in this scandal while your guy, her man, locked up. for whatever he locked up for however long he locked up for. That's not for you to do, bro. You don't cross them boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna violate some trust. You're gonna break all type of tenets that go on with friendship, with brotherhood, especially if y'all members of the same organization. You know, you're gonna break all type of stuff. So you don't want to be doing that. But it's not just on the men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The women gotta do their part too. And if a brother do come at you that's supposed to be your guy's guy, or you know what I'm saying, somebody he close with, somebody that you felt or he feels respects him and he respects them, then you gotta shut that shit down, and then you gotta let your people know, let your man know. Like, yeah, buddy ain't who you think he is. You know what I'm saying? He came over here with that ill intent. And just so your man could be aware, not to cause no conflict, but so he can know who's in his circle, who's in his midst. Right? So he can modify that trust that he got and do, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't earn that. He's not worthy of that type of trust. So but yeah, that was just one of the things that came up.
I found it.
Go ahead. You found the song?
Yes. I'm sorry, guys.
And we gonna go on and segue to this song so she can do her thing.
Listen, because this hit me so hard when he sent it to me and I listened to it, I immediately started having tears, but tears of happiness that somebody actually captured what I've always been feeling and thinking.
This is for Kyle Taylor. Say your name slow. Kyle. Not just a name, that's a heartbeat. It's a daughter, a sister, a soul that don't just disappear. February came and didn't leave right. The car still running, the door left open. A phone on cold steel tracks like it was calling out for help. And we're supposed to believe. What? That she just vanished. That she walked away from everything she carried. From everything that carried her. Nah. You don't leave your life behind like that. You don't leave your voice on the ground. You don't leave your people in pieces. So we say your name louder. We write it on walls, on signs, on the sky if we could. Because silence ain't an option. Kyle. We're still looking, still asking, still standing. And until truth answers back, we won't stop saying your name. Kyle. She left the house like any other day. Sun still hanging low, nothing felt strange. Mama said call me, she said okay. Didn't know those words would fade away. Got the smile that could light up a room. Tattoo, telling stories on the skin like truth. Infinity on the chest, love never dies. Now we stuck asking God why. Phone still ringing but it ain't a voice. Just silence echoing every choice. He's still sitting when she left the light. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Carry, where did you go? Tracks went cold where the rails don't roll. Car still running like time stood still. Heart still breaking, it always will. Oh, can you say something back? Been searching every mile of track. Your name in the wind. We scream it out loud. Kyle, we ain't giving up now. 4 o'clock last time they saw your face. Dropped them off, then you vanished without a trace. 3 hours later, the world turned wrong. Car on the tracks, but you were gone. Door wide open like you stepped away. Phone on the ground like you couldn't stay. Everything you own still left behind. That ain't you, we know your mind. They say the story checks out, but we don't see. I was so like yours, just disappears from me. You showed up, but we already cried. Like somebody watching from the picket fly. Sun on your thigh, still burning in our eyes. Roses don't bloom without a little pain. But this kind of hurt don't ever change. We put your face on every pole, every street, praying somebody finally speaks. If love could find you, you'll be home by now. So we keep calling somehow. Can you hear me call? Can you hear me call? We've been waiting, we moved at all. We've been waiting, time keeps ticking, but we steady right here. Holding on through every tear. Come back home, come back home. You ain't meant to be out there alone. The truth comes out, we'll stand our ground. We won't let you drown. Your name don't fade. It echoes loud. Every prayer, every crowd. Kaya, we still believe. Out there somewhere, waiting to be seen. Kaya.
Ooh, chills all up and down my spine. Shut it. I will definitely be posting that on the page so you guys can actually hear the words that he's saying. He's talking about her tattoos and what they look like. He's talking about the situation of where her car was actually sitting on the railroad tracks. And most importantly, he's talking about the relationship that she had with this guy. So I thought that was very appropriate to go ahead and be in this podcast.
Yeah, because of this is the perfect segue now. When you start talking about engaging in relationships that are potentially dangerous,
yes,
to you and for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it can be dangerous in a multitude of ways, physically, emotionally, financially, right? Or all the above, right? To the point of death. So telltale signs of that. It's too many of them. Can't name them all, and I don't want to sit here and make it seem like I got all the answers to what the telltale signs of a dangerous relationship are. But it's some that are common and kind of obvious that most people know that they're in a relationship where this shit it's not conducive to good health, right? Not good emotional health, not good physical health if he or she is y'all exchanging blows and shit, right? Some people will look at that like that's love, right? She loved me, he loved me because, you know what I'm saying, she got to. She loved me enough to put hands on me. Hell no.
That's not love. That's not love at all. I do want to interject and say that after my sister went missing, we found out that her, again, boyfriend is an Aryan, and she is mixed with black and white. So that's a whole nother type of relationship.
Yeah. I mean, don't know how to really process that. It seems to be a contradiction, but
yes, yeah.
Not to specifically talk about Kaya's case.
Yeah.
But in general, it's just like, so relationships, man, like if you're gonna get in a relationship, you got to be doing it not just for the sake of saying you got someone, right? Because that's what tends to happen. Most people are in relationships and don't even know the people that they're in a relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
You were physically attracted to someone, and it went from that to y'all having sex to now y'all trying to figure out who you just shared your most intimate space with, right? Y'all done everything but the right thing. You don't know each other's family. You don't know each other's medical history. Like you don't know for familial medical history, anything. But y'all in here sharing the most intimate space, fluids, DNA, the whole nine. Right? Ready to have a child with someone you don't even know, based off that lust and that lack of discipline to move forward the right way. Old school courting is over with, right? Yeah,
That's deep.
that shit's dead. I'm saying so. I grew up watching the black and white movies, man. The romanticized version of what relationships should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you go meet the parents, you get permission to take the girl out. In
Right.
most cases, you're taking her out, and she has a chaperone with her, right?
What?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
year are you in?
I said I said the black and whites.
Yeah, what's that? 1950s?
Yeah, but everybody ain't Katrina. Everybody ain't goddamn it loosey goosey now. Running around here talking about they
Don't do that. Don't do
they
that.
okay.
That
They
shit ain't
okay
funny.
with
That shit ain't even funny.
you can't
Straight
get to
up.
me right now. You can't get to me. So
That's
yeah.
all right. I can. I will see you.
But yeah,
Don't try me. But anyways, anyways, but 1950s, black and white, 60s,
I ain't
70s.
say the
That's
50s. I'm just saying in general, when there were rules to courting a woman, right? When you had to get permission, or when you had to go through first, second, and third base to get home.
yeah.
Now it's like, man, lob me a pitch. Don't throw it fast. Lob me a pitch so I can slap a home run. That's what's happening. You meeting today, and 30 minutes later, y'all and already got busy, and you don't know her middle name. She don't know your government name. You know what I'm saying? Date of birth. None of that.
Yeah.
Don't know what you like, your favorite colors. Don't know none of that shit. Y'all like it's just fast forward everything. Everything we want immediate.
We're talking about sexual relationships.
We're talking about relationships, period, intimate relationships. Because I'm not talking about friendships, because you don't share those type of things. You're not sharing that space with just a platonic friend.
Mm-hmm.
So when you cross that line from damn she fine or damn he's handsome, and you go from that to immediately like turning the page on it getting physical, you've already fucked up. You fucked up. Unless y'all just agreeing that this is just a sex relationship, and that's cool. But what we seeing now is people talking about they boyfriend, girlfriend, significant others, whatever, and they still don't know they other partner.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, they don't know them, bro. So I'm just saying, back in the day, shit was a little different, and this is why a lot of those relationships lasted longer than the ones you see today.
Absolutely.
Like they knew their partner, they knew their person, and we right now we don't know our people.
Yeah, we got so many comments already.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be all right.
Do you see them?
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
A lot of media with
He say, will the show provide suggestions and solutions? I mean, we can give you suggestions and solutions from a personal opinion, but what works for your relationship is gonna work for your relationship, like, because we don't specifically know you all.
Well, you may be seeing something I'm not seeing.
Yeah, I mean, because I don't. Well, that's the personal thing with you. I'm seeing.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Sharon, that's what you're saying.
Will this show provide suggestions and solutions? And I'm saying,
okay.
The simple part, or the simple response to that would be, get to know your partner. Right? If this is someone you want to go further than just having sex with, then to make it meaningful, you have to set the foundation, and that foundation is becoming, friends. Get to know who y'all are to each other. Y'all likes, y'all dislikes. If y'all personalities gonna clash or be in harmony, you can't just do that when you just jump straight in and give in to the lust, right? Oh, she's so bad, I got to hit her. He's so handsome, or he got so much money, or whatever, I got to get him under my, like, this the type of shit that's going on. Yeah. And then y'all still continue to deal with each other, and y'all wonder why y'all have so much chaos and conflict.
Absolutely.
Y'all energies ain't in alignment because you never even attempted to see if y'all shit was good to begin with. People in relationships should have never met each other. Like, you should have never met each other. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or married them or anything. Yeah.
None of that. You shouldn't even been talking to him or her, because she conflict driven, he conflict driven. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you inviting that into your life once you go beyond first base too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, let alone, you know what I'm saying, you just meet somebody, you have sex with them, and y'all have a baby.
Ooh.
Right? Now y'all pregnant. And
Right.
y'all arguing the whole 9 months before the baby even becomes, you know what I'm saying, aware of the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get back on when people go to prison or jail and they're not allowed to, do with this girl, that girl, or whatever. Like,
So
go
let's do the
more.
street rules.
Mhm.
Street rules.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And go into that. So, like you said, you don't talk to them, you don't have sex with them,
Well, I'm not saying you can't talk to them, right?
okay.
Because I right now I'm out and I still got guys in there doing decades,
Mm-hmm.
and I communicate with them through their girls.
Good.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But what I won't do is just certain conversations you don't even have with their women. Anything outside of me talking to them about what's up with my guy, if it's something I can do for him, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm not talking to, like, I might ask them how they're doing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anything outside of the basics, we don't even do that, because it's like now you're trying to wiggle your way in for more conversation that may lead to something else. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You already know, you should know, especially if you've been inside, that the
Mm-hmm.
woman that you're talking to is emotionally fragile right now, right? She's vulnerable because her guy is not physically available. You know what I'm saying? He can't get on that phone. He can't be in her ear. He can't physically touch her when she wants or needs it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you should know that if you've been inside, even if you just done some jail time. You know what I'm saying? Because your girl, if you was in jail, was vulnerable for however many months or years you did in jail. But you talking about brothers who doing decades. So now you potentially disrupting, you know what I'm saying, they whole life flow. It ain't that deep, bro. We go find you somebody else to kick it with on that level. But go ahead.
I know you said you were young when you went in. You were what, 14?
15.
15. Were you in a relationship at that time? And if I'm asking,
You
and it's
good.
too
Man, you good.
personal,
I'm finna be
I
45
understand, but
years
it's
old.
some things that some people don't want to touch on. There's some things that you could ask me that I'll be like, no, I don't want to talk about it in front of everybody.
Well, yeah, and I would just tell you in front of everybody. That ain't your business, or that ain't everybody's
And
business.
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
So, were you
no,
in a relationship when you went to prison?
I mean, as I was a teenager, with a girlfriend or 2 or 5, right?
Oh, damn. Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
No, keep it real. Keep it real.
I don't even remember how many girls I was talking to when I left the streets at that age. Like, I'm like, yeah. Now, I wasn't sexually active with all these girls I was talking to, but I wasn't. I didn't even know what being in love meant at that age, so it didn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit didn't matter.
I asked that because I'm wondering how you handled that or those relationships once you got inside and they knew how long you were going to be in there. I know Kwame used to talk about Peaches all the time and how he was so in love with her and how. So I'm just asking you. So.
No. Me and Kwame different in that regard.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
And with that kind of time, the relationships tend to handle themselves, right? People get the falling off. People get the growing, because I was so young that people were graduating high school, going to college over my next few years in, that, yeah, they got the life in. You know what I'm saying? So they got the life in, and I got the understanding that I had time to do. So shit, our paths just kind of diverged naturally. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a few times a week you hear from someone, that drops to a week, that drops to bi-weekly, that drops to a month, that drops to never. And some people, you know, they continue to kick it with you throughout the entire, you know what I'm saying, the entire bit. But yeah, I wasn't one of them dudes coming into that shit with that lovey-dovey shit, like oh, I'm so in love. Even if I told girls that shit, right? You know, I'm sorry if I lied to you, right? I just didn't know what that shit mean. In hindsight, I know I didn't know what being in love was. I just didn't know, because it didn't affect me to the point that I guess it should, if that was the true feeling, right? Yeah.
I wish we would have had some women here in the audience that have been to prison or to jail, and their type of relationship, how it played out. I think that would be very interesting, how a man deals with it and how a woman deals with it.
From which side though? You want the woman to be in prison,
Yes.
saying what she dealt with the man?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got a bunch of guys who got girls who got locked up. Yes, it's probably gonna be a big difference, right?
Yeah, because we're emotional creatures.
It's gonna be a big difference. So I'm not even sitting here and going like put stuff out there like, yeah, we are definitely different, right? Damn near night and day when it comes to that.
So knowing and without giving any names or any type of situations, how did it play out for the woman?
Where is she, on the outside or inside?
Inside.
Well, I got a few guys right now whose women are doing a few years, and we talking about different states too. So they there completely. You know what I'm saying? Visiting days, books fat, phone loaded, pictures all the time. Yeah, but yeah, ain't no doubt, because they've been inside, so they know what it requires, right? Yeah, you got to hold her down completely, the same way you would demand her to hold you down. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, so I know at least one of my guys has an understanding with his woman that he can be sexually active without getting into a full-blown relationship, right? It can't be no lovey-dovey shit, right? Y'all sex partners, and that's that. And you handle your business. But baby, that's what your ass on. Yeah.
I'm not just saying that, but don't do that. Don't be judging me, and then you talk about your boy doing the same thing. I'm just saying. But we ain't even gonna bring that into this, because that's yeah. Anyways, next.
You brought it up, but shit, all right.
I'm just saying, you put it out there so it's understood that, and again, this is about relationships. You don't have to have a lovey-dovey relationship with somebody and have sex with them.
No, I never said that. I'm just saying, but if you are intending to get to know someone and be like, you might not want to start with the sex first, right? You might not want to give them what's supposed to be your most intimate space first, if you're trying to be in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
That's what
absolutely
I'm
agree.
Now, if y'all just looking for sex and both of y'all grown and y'all consenting, shit, more power to you. That's true. I'm just saying, like, for those who are looking for more than that, then don't start with that, right? Get to know them.
Absolutely agree.
But sometimes it plays out where you do have sex and you still getting to know each other and y'all grow closer because of it. But most of the relationships,
Now that's really odd to hear a man say that.
Because you are so into them that you are willing to even though y'all have already crossed their home plate, that you still want more, right? You still want more because you dig the personality, you dig the way she thinks, right? She might be extremely witty, she might be funny, on top of beauty, with ambition. Like she got the whole package. You just craving more, so you just keep diving in, right? That's when you know you got your one.
Do you feel like, and I'm hearing you say this, and I don't hear that from a lot of men, and I think I'm around men more than I am around women. That's some deep shit right there. Like, do you think that's how you were transformed, because you were in prison with that type of thinking?
So look, in prison, man, and especially young. So I grew up in prison. I had to redefine what manhood was in prison.
Right.
And in the process, I had to redefine the way I valued women, because when I got to sitting back and reflecting on it, I didn't value women the way I thought I did. Right. So once you redefine that and you start putting values in their proper place, and you start seeing that women should be at the top of the value list, right? You start looking at this shit differently. right? And then being deprived of so much, your appreciation for everything. I know mine's anyway.
Yes.
My appreciation started going through I appreciate shit so much now. It's like I was just telling my man's last night. It's hard to find a bad day out here, right? And I get irritated. But having been in there so long and having been through so much, it's hard to find a bad day on this side of the wall, man.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? So when you start talking about your appreciation of women and what they contribute, not just to society, but to the culture and to the man, man, you know the old saying, every great man, man, it's a woman right there by his side. Absolutely. Not behind, by his side. Yeah. Right? She's probably the reason that he became what he is. Right? So you acknowledge that. And I grew up with some strong women. You know what I'm saying? My mom is strong, my sister's strong. I got some homegirls right now, they strong as fuck, doing it all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Single parenting, sole breadwinner, major breadwinners. Hella smart, physically beautiful, and ain't taking no shit. You know what I'm saying? And they setting a good example for the kids. So, right. So I'm seeing this, which is just making me appreciate women even more.
That's
so when you coming from these joints and you've been in there like I've been in there, if you got any inkling of self-awareness, right, you gonna put women on a different pedestal than you had been when you were the immature guy. I mean, that's just what it is. And this is gonna set us apart for my brothers that's still in there or my brothers who just getting out. It's gonna set you apart because the women gonna see that you different than what they used to out here. Because these dudes that been out here that ain't never been inside to be deprived so greatly, man, they don't have that appreciation that we have, bro.
Yeah. And
I'm not saying that like all of us who come from inside has this appreciation, but I'm saying those of us that do, y'all gonna notice it.
Totally makes sense.
Palpable.
Totally. You know totally. And I love that. I wonder if other people here on the outside are hearing this and understand that what he's saying is exactly what a woman wants to hear, period. And I don't even know no other way to say it. Like, do you have to go to prison to understand that we are the beauty of the earth? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many.
It's sad to think that you damn near have to, but I think it's also a part of the culture. Like, our culture is I don't want to say misogynistic, but our culture kind of downgrades the value of women. You know what I'm saying? Like we growing up, man. You know how we romanticize this pimp shit. You know what I'm saying? We romanticize this shit. And the whole culture, and this ain't no slight to none of the OGs I grew up knowing that this is what they were into, right? Because I got a lot of game from them, but the whole culture is degrading, right? So we embodied that shit, we embraced that, and we tried to be that, we tried to behave like that, and all you did was depreciate. You know what I'm saying? The women, and most of us grew up in single parent homes by women, right? So we start depreciating the very people who loved us the most. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we did. So it took for me, having been away for so long, it took for me to go in there and re-educate myself, right? It's easier to educate than to re-educate. Go ahead.
How did you re-educate yourself about women when you had no interaction with?
Again, I had enough, right? And I knew the way I thought, the way I viewed relationships and women. So having been given these books by the elders when I got down, man, them old heads was feeding us books. You know what I'm saying? About black love, yes, about our history, about the way things used to be and why. And you sitting back and you looking at, well, damn, that's some corny shit. That's some square shit. That's some white shit, right? And then you got to sit back and then got to ask yourself, well, why you think like that? because you don't value the shit that they talking about should be valued in here. Then what do you value? I valued being a womanizer. I told you my 3 pillars of manhood were being extremely aggressive, basically hyper violent, right? Being able to be a mad hustler, get money, and being able to be promiscuous, be with multiple women, right? Being a womanizer. Then with my 3 pillars of manhood when I was a kid, when that immaturity held sway over me. And as I got older and I started seeing it, damn, my manhood ain't got no sense of accountability, no responsibility, no sense of direction and guidance, right? Nothing fruitful for my household, for myself, and let alone my community. And then I'm talking about being a member of Conservative Vice Lord. You got to make some changes, right? So I just had to sit back and reflect on that shit, man. And it started hitting me rapidly. And then I'm kicking it with the old heads who have been gone since the 70s, the early 80s. And they busting my head with this knowledge and this shit making so much sense. Man. And I'm like, wow, I was damn near embarrassed to have believed the things I once believed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, fuck that B. She ain't work, you know what I'm saying? And get another one. And yeah, you start seeing your immaturity and you be shocked. Like I couldn't have been like that. But that's what we dealing with. So once you start getting that newfound appreciation, you got to put that shit into play. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in them tombs here just 6 months ago. 6 months ago, envisioning what I wanted my one to look like, the qualities I wanted her to have,
right?
The abilities I wanted her to display.
That's so crazy.
And yeah, so when you get out and you look for that and you start seeing that, then that's what you're gonna go to. I don't want to be that dude jumping from bed to bed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't. I don't want to though. Because I feel like that devalues me.
And you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
and that's so funny. That was not funny, but it's like clicking in my head. And again, I'm going to say this about Kwame and his book. He always talked about who he talked to in the shoe as far as his wife. He always talked about that. He was like, I was talking to you in the shoe. And on the outside, me being on the outside and going through so many crazy ass relationships. And when I met Kwame, these were my goals in a man. And I'm kind of embarrassed to share this, but it was to that point where he could have had a nickel in his pocket, one tooth in his mouth, but had to read and love me. That's
your standard. Or everybody's standard's not the same.
But I came to that standard because of the relationships that I did have. And I'm not saying these were short relationships that I was with the kid's dad for 16 years. I was with, that's all I'm going to say. Because I'm not going to give anybody any respect where they don't need respect.
Well, respect is earned, right? You don't just get it automatic. It's not automatically given. Not with me, it's not.
Agreed. But the things that he was telling me that he said in the shoe, and then me lowering my standards because of the relationships that I had out here in the public, it was so totally different. And then we came in together and kind of like intermeshed that, where it was an amazing relationship. Absolutely amazing.
So even now, do you have like it? Are there certain things that automatically disqualify a man from being in your life? Right? Like,
I honestly don't want a man in my life. I mean, well, hold on. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah, please.
I don't want a man in my life to actually have a relationship with, because nobody can outdo him.
Oh, okay. So he set the standard.
he set the standard so high that I can't even reach it right
You're
now.
not even open to the possibility of someone meeting that standard or surpassing it.
No.
So is that fair for you?
It's not fair. Yes, it is fair for me because it gives me that time to heal and to make sure that whenever I do get in a different relationship, that is actually genuine and it's to the point where I can love them like I loved him. Like I will never in my head right now at this point in time, I will never love anyone like I loved him. Ever. Okay. Ever. Like he was my person.
I get it. I'm just positing the question because I've heard this.
I like it.
And I'm saying, so you're not even open to the possibility. Not right now anyway.
Not right now. I do see myself in the future, but right now I have to understand. And let me roll it back a little bit because me and Kwame weren't together when he passed.
Right.
But at the same time, we still had that, we had that camaraderie. We had that friendship. I never stopped loving him just because we separated. Never. He was the person that didn't have the nickel in his pocket, that didn't have the one tooth in his mouth, but he was the person that I dreamed about. He was strong. He was protective. Brilliant. He was bald.
Hold up though. Don't do that. I'm follically challenged too.
But that was to my liking. That was the type of physical person. He was taller than me. When he wrapped his arms around me, it was a whole different.
Right.
Whew,
yeah.
Like I don't ever think that our relationship was not genuine.
So you've experienced something that you doubt can be duplicated.
Yeah.
But you're not willing, at least not now,
to
possibly duplicate or surpass that experience.
Not right now. But he just died in December. It's March. Right. And we weren't together, I think it was like 2 years before he passed. And I had a whole relationship after him. Yeah, it was like 1.5 years that me and this other guy was together. And I mean, he's a great guy and I give him his props, but at the same time, he was not Kwame. No, like I'm being dead ass serious.
I'm listening. You trying to, so look, man, listen, dude was cool. He just didn't cut the mustard, man. We got to be sitting here trying to appease.
He might be watching this, and I don't want him to think that but what I'm saying is, I don't want him to think that what he was doing for me or to me emotionally was not. It was appreciated, and it was felt, and it was seen. But again, right now, nobody can surpass that.
You didn't cut the mustard, bro. You cool, but
that's not it. That's not it.
Man. I'm trying to lighten the mood right now because this shit just got real sullen, right?
Really? You think that's sullen?
Buddy was good. Yeah, man. You know, my man's is gone. Rest in peace to the homie, man. Rest in power to the homie. And I know him. He was a brilliant guy. Funny as hell though. But yeah, hilarious. But look, yeah, Buddy was cool, man. He just slight, but no cigar, man. You know, you all right, bro. So what
next?
What I suggest the brother to do is get on one of those social media sites and go on and be all right, man.
And we're not together, and me and you have not been together for a lot of months. I'm almost. Listen, we're not going there.
Hold it. You got a question on here that says, "Are you looking for another Kwame?" That's the question. That's one of the brothers put that in the comments. Is that what you're looking for? Another Kwame?
I don't think anybody will ever be able to hold
You
up.
don't know that. So I'm asking you, are you looking for another Kwame?
No, because
Okay.
nobody can stand. Nobody can hold a candle next to him.
Okay.
No.
Let's
So
say
I
that
can't
then.
have that. I know I will never, ever have that ever.
Let's say that then.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
So my guy left an impression, a lasting impression, everlasting impression.
Everlasting impression. And
But
I'm not just talking about on a psychological perspective. I'm talking about a physical
uh,
perspective.
oh,
A
huh?
what do
Go
you
ahead.
mean? Oh,
I'm listening. I'm listening.
emotional, psychological, physical. Like he
Right.
had.
Now listen. All that y'all had all that chemistry and connection, right? Impressions, etc.
Mhm.
And I'm agreeing with this comment right here. So why y'all break up? That's a question on here.
It was me. It was honestly me, and not understanding at that time what I truly had.
Okay. So your level of appreciation was maybe not the best.
Absolutely.
All right, and you ain't never been locked up.
Yeah.
So that's it. No, I'm just playing.
No, that is true.
No,
It's
I'm just no,
true.
I'm not. I was insinuating that because it's you hadn't been locked up, you don't know what true appreciation is. I was just that's a joke because that's not true.
It
That's not
is true.
that's not true because I know people that haven't been locked up that appreciate just as greatly as I do.
But I
So
didn't realize it
yeah,
until afterwards when it was too late.
well, that's called you lacked foresight. You lacked that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Uh uh what they say they say you need some time to heal.
Absolutely.
Brother needs to get back
And,
together.
and it's funny that people say that because again, me and Kwame weren't together when he passed, and I had dated another person after him, just one. And now that he's gone, I feel the same way. I need that time to heal, but I often ask myself why. Like, why do I need that time to heal? We were friends at the point when he passed. So why do I need time? I question that in myself.
Let me ask you a different question before we get into something that's gonna be a bit more juicy.
Okay.
When did you realize that bro, that Kwame was him? Like that's a comment, that's a question in the comment too. And I was sitting there wondering that. Like because you say you didn't fully appreciate what you had. So
Mm-hmm.
when did that appreciation come to realization? Like when did you realize what you have or what you had? Because it wasn't when you had him, or you wouldn't have cut out. So when did you realize that what you had was worth holding on to? But it's too late.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna make me.
You better not start crying.
I'm gonna tell you when, and I hope he is not watching this video.
You hope who was not watching? Kwame?
No,
Who we talking about? Who was him?
the dude that I was with after Kwame, because that's when I realized that I fucked up. That's when I realized it.
So again, my nameless friend, you were subpar in various departments. And she didn't realize until damn, bro, that's a low blow.
Don't do that. Los, don't do that.
I'm doing that. She got with you and realized she just took 2 steps down. And that what she had, she should have held on to. Grass ain't always greener. You know what I'm saying? That's what you just realized.
Love.
And that
I
happens.
was with this dude for over a year, and you're saying that. So obviously I saw something in him. He just was not.
You thought it was gonna get better, and it never did. That's why you gave me the time.
It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Again, Kwame set the bar so high. Yep. Nobody right now or ever has been able to reach that. That's not saying that what me and this other dude had was subpar.
Man,
It was just not
I'm just throwing barbs out here. This
right. And that's why I'm talking to you and telling
let me
you.
analyze what you saying then. Because if bro set the bar so high, instead of trying to go get bro back, you decided to go get somebody else.
I didn't say that. I did try. I absolutely tried.
But you have messed up, so it was irreconcilable.
No, we did. We actually.
You know what? This is just
back.
too complex. Like, so y'all did get
and it is. That's why I wasn't trying to go into it any further, but
oh man.
It is. Our life was so complex. And sometimes I wonder if that was the attraction sometimes.
Okay.
I'm just listen, we out here and we talking about it, and
hey, hold up, because you got women on here right now throwing darts at me. Hold up. Megan, I was not trying to embarrass her. I'm just
oh no, it's okay.
I'm playing devil's advocate right now, and this is what I do. I try to bring out the
look.
What?
Loopholes.
Swear to God. But nah, on another topic though, I wanted to know what are some automatic disqualifiers, like some things that if your man or your woman does, they cannot come back from, right? Did you have some when you were in dating and in the relationships? Because now you say you're not in relationships. What automatically disqualifies a man from being able to be your man? Or if he is your man, what disqualifies him from making that mistake and being able to redeem himself? What is an irredeemable act, basically?
I don't think any act is not redeemable, because if you have that, listen, if you have a relationship with somebody and you can talk about it and get to the bottom of why this person did this or why me as a woman did that, it can be redeemable. You just have to have that communication.
So okay, well, I got some irredeemable acts, right? We could probably be cordial and cool, even friendly after this, but we can never be an item after you do certain shit, right? So if I'm with you and you do something like break my trust, my faith in you, right? We can, because if you did it once, it's a good potential you're gonna do it again, right? Sleeping with one of my guys, right? Sleeping with somebody in the circle, right? That type of shit can't be. I mean, not with me. I'm not going for it. Stealing, right? Stealing. These are things that make me question who the fuck you are at your core. What did I see? What did I see in you that I couldn't see this?
You're right.
These are the things that make me question my character assessment.
You're right.
So if the shit you doing is making me question myself, yeah, we hell no, we can't be that.
Right? I didn't think about that, but yeah, you're right.
It can't happen again that way. Now it doesn't mean I can't forgive you, right? Because I can forgive you. Right. It just means that we can no longer be what we were when you committed the act that required my forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? We can't be that item. But yeah, I'm just, yeah, once you fuck that trust up, oh no. Like, no.
But when you say fuck that trust up, so you're saying if you were in a relationship and somebody cheated, you could never ever be in a relationship?
I'm not saying that, because
but that's trust that's broken.
But it's a different kind of trust. Like,
trust is trust, bro.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What?
It is not. It is absolutely not.
What? Explain that.
So you can trust someone. Look, I trust people to be who they are, to be themselves. Right? I got some guys out here that are full-blown goons. I trust them to be a goon.
Mm-hmm.
So when they get in goon situations and they don't perform as a goon should, that means my trust is broken in them in that regard. You are no longer the goon I thought you were. You know what I'm saying? You got some sucker nigga qualities, right? On the flip side of that, if I got trust in the woman that I believe she to be someone, and then I find out she's not that person, then whatever I thought I saw in her, it's gone now. You know what I'm saying? If I thought you were honest, a woman full of integrity, someone who wouldn't do this, that, and the third, and then I find out in the dark you've been doing all the things I thought you wouldn't do. You've broken that trust, and I can no longer look at you in that regard now.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
So in other words, if you were, let's just say you were married to somebody and she cheated, you will never be able to trust her again?
No, I'm saying, well, I'm not
but
married.
That's trust.
I'm not married, and I haven't been in that situation. I'm saying
understood.
This, but if I'm with a woman and she feels she needs to step out, that means I'm not doing something right. Point blank, period. It's either that or I got an undercover hoe and I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who just like to get up freak on. But more than likely it's something I'm not doing right. I'm leaving a void to be filled.
Agreed.
And right? That's different. But circumstances are not the same. You can't place that all across the board. You can't just blanket that. I can't just blanket that.
That's trust.
You seeming real simple right now, right? You coming across real simple right now.
Trust is trust. I don't understand what you mean, and I'm not simple. Stop.
Trust is not the same with everyone for every circumstance. Every relationship doesn't carry the same trust. That's what I'm saying. Even if it is trust, it's not the same trust. You can't like you don't see what I'm going with.
What's a different type of trust?
I just gave you 2 examples. If I think you are someone and I put trust that you will be that someone, regardless of what that someone is, killer, honest person, slut, whatever. I trust you to be the character I believe you are, and you violate that. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of what you do, then yeah, that's the kind of trust I'm talking about. If I trust someone to be a killer and I find out he's not, then you no longer a killer in my eyes. So you don't have my trust in that department anymore. If I trust you to be an honest woman, right? And all I find out is that you've been dishonest throughout the entire flick, the trust is gone. You are no longer an honest woman in my eyes. So I can't trust you to be that. Still don't mean that I can't find use or faith in you in other areas in life. But that right there, like, no, I got to trust you for who I see you to be. That's all I'm saying. And you seem to be like you lost or confused. You good?
Lost and no, not
I
at
said
all.
Lost or confused about something I'm saying.
I said I'm not lost or confused.
Okay.
Trust is trust. You have a different perspective of trust.
Right.
I have a different perspective of trust.
So you give people the same trust?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Do you afford people the same trust?
I was talking about a relationship and them cheating, which is a different type of trust altogether. And I asked you, if a person cheated on you, you couldn't forgive them? That's what I asked you. But again, you went back and said I'm simple when I'm asking you a question straight up. I don't know no other way to say it.
Yeah, and I'm saying I could forgive. It don't mean I can still be with you. Right? I can forgive and still agree to disagree, like we can't be together, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, I can forgive. I'm just not going to put myself in a position to have the same thing occur again. That's all I'm saying. You got me once, right? That's on me for maybe it was on me for failing to fulfill whatever role I didn't fulfill. But I'm not going to put myself in a position with you. I'm going to get that lesson and I'm going to move on and I'm going to try to be my best self you know what I'm saying, with the potential next woman in my life.
Okay. Again, so would you divorce that woman?
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we did.
And this is what I was trying to get to. Like exactly this.
Yeah, we did. But I can forgive. I can
Right.
forgive you.
Right.
I'm just moving on.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
And I can still talk to you after that. We can be friendly in the whole nine. Right. But I just moved on. I got the lesson. And even if it was my fuck up, I got the lesson. But we should have resolved it differently than you going out cheating. So I'm gonna move on.
Absolutely agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I wish you the best.
Mhm.
And I'm finna go on and do,
High five and keep
yeah,
it rolling.
yeah, it's over. Yeah.
So we can agree.
Yeah, okay.
We can agree with that. I'm just saying.
But my apologies for the simple comment, because I didn't mean it the way you probably just took it. Right.
And again, you remember, I think it was like the first or second podcast we did, and you talked about how you came across bluntly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those times for all the people in the background. That's one of them times because I took offense to that. I'm not simple ever.
No.
But hey, high five, and I appreciate you and I respect you. But
I know because we converse, so I know you are not simple in regard to the way you think. I know there's a complexity there. I was saying in regard to you making that statement that trust is trust. I'm like, that's simple. It can't be that simple.
I can understand that, and I apologize for taking it that way.
Yeah, no, we good. You know, I'm just because I know some sisters on here probably gonna be in my inbox saying you. And look, man, I didn't mean it that way. But yeah,
I appreciate that though. I absolutely appreciate that because you saw my face.
I know. And
I was waiting to get off this line so I could get into your ass straight up.
Yeah, all the blood drained from your face. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, that's what it is.
I know we're 2 minutes over our time, but I really feel like this is. Can we go over a little bit more?
I mean, we vibing right now. You know, I just felt like some things we needed to discuss. And I don't want to leave anything out because, like I said, I got 100 texts, personal texts, and man, scores DMs about this last time, like 70, 80 messages. Oh, bro, you left this out. You forgot to do this.
Oh, wow. I got messages, but not that many.
Yeah, I got like 70 of them. Like yeah, bro, you. I'm like, hold up, bro. Okay, you right. I did forget that, and I shouldn't have, right? But even when we started talking, because I was incarcerated for so long, a lot of my people who've been locked up reaching out like, bro, you didn't talk about this the right way, right? So I want to make sure I covered all those bases, and right now I'm going through my mind to make sure that we did.
I was just gonna ask you that. Is it something that
and I'm trying to make sure we do before we depart.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking this. When you are a man dealing with a woman locked up, and if you as that man have been locked up, it should be no question that you hold her down 110%. Because she shouldn't have to ask you for anything. You should know automatically what she requires, right? Whether we talking about attorneys, and I'm not saying every man gonna have the finance to do that, but you're gonna have this knowledge already of what she needs. So she shouldn't have to be in there stressing about telling you this is what we need, right? No, you should know, babe. Hey, I already know. I already hollered at the lawyer. I'm gonna have to give him down payments, but we working on it. I already know you need X amount on the phone. I already know what the canteen is. You know what I'm saying? Like, she shouldn't have to worry about that type of shit. All she should have to sit there and do is maintain her emotional stability, her physical health, and educate herself while she in there doing that time. Same thing you as the man should be doing for the sisters out here, for the women out here who got men locked up. Like, hold them down, right?
Absolutely.
But this is the understanding I had with when I did have prison relationships, right? You can physically do whatever you want to do, right? Be safe. Don't contract no STIs, STDs, right? Don't get so far gone to where you involve yourself with a man that it interferes with what we have going on. You know what I'm saying? Because the dudes are getting your ear who ain't got no understanding about why you got this attachment to this man locked up, and they want to break that attachment. They want to possess you. You know what I'm saying? They want you to be completely theirs. So they don't want you dealing with that man. Not even taking into account that man in prison is physically unavailable, right? He isn't having sex with the girl you are interested in. All he is someone that was there prior to you, and he's trying to hold on to his relationship because he needs that support while he's doing his time. So we want that. But I always told him, you can have sexual relationships. Be safe, right? Don't be involving yourself with people that might be dangerous in your life, right? Don't involve yourself with people who gonna be throwing salt on me, trying to get you to cut me off while I'm doing this time, because I'm doing decades, right? So I'm gonna need all the support I can get, and I got brothers in there right now who need all the support they can get, and there's dudes out here right now who are actively, you know what I'm saying, on some sucker shit, trying to break up these relationships with these dudes and these women, you know what I'm saying, who are incarcerated. Trying to
you know about?
Absolutely.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
That's not that. I got a motherfucker in every kind of circle, right? The cats who are so unconscious that they're not even aware of the things that they doing, right? You start sleeping with this woman and she involved with this man who's incarcerated, and you not just sleeping with her. Now you trying to do more than sleep with her. You are going to disrupt that relationship, and that man needs that lifeline to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with these women out here who might be messing with a dude, but I put the onus on the man who has a woman locked up to keep shit in perspective. Because if you've been locked up before, you know what's required, you know what I'm saying, for your girl on the inside. Yeah. So just do the right thing. I ain't saying you shouldn't be out here having sex. I'm saying make sure you go about holding up your end of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Hold them down, bro. So, you know, yeah.
I love that. And I'm glad you broke it down like that too. For a person that has not been in prison. And the only person that I've ever had in prison was the kid's dad. And like you have me, when we talked about this before, when I got off, it had me in such an emotional state, even though I hadn't been with this man over 10 years. And knowing that he was in the shoe for getting a Coke out of the warden's cooler. Oh, yeah, and I'm telling him, I can't be with you no more. No, like dead ass here, like he was in a work camp. I don't know what you call it. I think that's a work camp. Yeah. For me to just say, I can't be with you no more, like that had me like physically and emotionally, like what the fuck did I do to this man? And it's the dad of my kids. And I did that to him. That man, listen, y'all had me, you had me, everybody had me thinking about that shit. But on the flip side of that, it's good because even though I did that in the past, when we presented it to the people here and now, they can kind of understand and not do that to anybody. That's some harmful and
sometimes people are intentionally harmful and hurtful, right? It's a comment on here from Sister Megan. She's saying sometimes guys don't. Hell, sometimes people just don't want to see you happy, bro. Mm-hmm. Right? It's a such thing as guys being jealous of their friends' relationships. Yeah. I've seen it. I've experienced it. Right? Yeah, you can have a motherfucker in your face, skinning and grinning the whole nine, and behind your back, man, he be the same one lying about you, talking about, or he might be telling the truth, right? But he telling your girl shit he shouldn't be telling her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's planting that seed of disruption in her, and before you know it, y'all spreading, y'all parting ways. Yeah. And you trying to figure out how I come to this. Whole time it was that dude in the background or that girl in the background, you know what I'm saying, sprinkling salt. A lot of salt. Oh yeah, you don't want to be messing with him because I seen him talking to such and such. The whole time he might have been talking to an old girl about something completely innocent, right?
Yeah.
He might have gave somebody a ride that was some kin to him, but it was a female, and she just saw it and said, "Yeah, I seen him with this light skinned chick." You don't know what the hell going on, and you gossiping about it, and you planting that seed. That's that gin. That shit ain't right. But it's on her, right? It's on her to know her dude, to know her people. And even if that kind of faith is shaken, then you still supposed to have that conversation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Have that conversation with him or her and see what's going on. Don't just take somebody else's word for it, man. Let your people tell their side, because that ain't no cool shit. That ain't no cool.
Woo! You are like bringing it to the forefront, and I have to high five you through this computer because again, I had to I had to learn that after I messed up.
Yeah.
And I don't, once I'm done with you, I'm done with you. I don't usually go back. And then for me to understand I fucked up, and then for me, yeah. Let me ask you a question. And you going into prison at 15 years old, what do you think is um uh, uh, um a truthful and relationship out here right now?
What is a what? Ask me that again.
Truthful relationship, a relationship that is healthy.
So again, I feel like starting a relationship off, everything has to be started off on a foundation of honesty, right?
Of what?
A foundation of honesty.
Okay.
Now, be mindful that honesty and truth ain't the same.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
But honesty, that way the other party can be aware of the way the other one views, perceives, and feels, right? And they can make a conscious decision about if they continue or if they want to continue to deal with them based off their understanding of their views, their perceptions, and their feelings, right?
Yes.
And then you can move forward and build the friendship. Because you can't just jump into an intimate relationship without having a friendship as a foundation first, right? But once you develop that, I think sky's the limit. Absolutely. Like if y'all can share humor and like have the same interest in, I like history. I like a lot of social sciences, right? I like military shit, right? Like if you can find somebody that shares your interests, and they ain't got to all the time,
right?
But
right.
If they can share an appreciation for the things you appreciate, I feel like then you off on the right track. And then it's just on y'all personalities to match. You know what I'm saying? If y'all personalities are in harmony, I feel like, man, sky's the limit, bro. Like shit could be great, but you gotta want it, and you gotta be ready to be that one to. You gotta be wanting to settle down if that's what you're saying, like to be in that kind of relationship. You can't be unsure. Like, yes. Oh man, I like her, but
yes.
shit.
Yes.
I like her, and her too.
Yeah.
and get the feeling like it's enough for you to spread to these other 10 women.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, you're gonna spread yourself thin and you're gonna be gray as hell.
Man, you gonna be who?
You're gonna be great. Like this shit here.
Man, you are like so on it, Los. Like for like I would have never in a million years thought I would hear what I'm hearing right now from a man that's been incarcerated for almost half of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm 50, you did 29 years in there.
If you 50, I did over half your life.
Well,
I thought you was trying to say you almost 60. I was gonna say, damn.
No, I'm just saying I'm over 50, but I ain't finna tell everybody all that. But at the same time, like to hear you say that and the things that you're saying makes me have so much more respect for you.
Oh,
honestly.
Thank you.
No, like
thank you.
on a whole different level. Like you just leveled up.
I need to level up. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that in, like
No, we can.
respectfully, I like that. And to hear you say that, of course, the lifestyle that I believe in and have been in for a long time, to hear you say that you would rather hear that from somebody than just to go ahead and just pass judgment on them, that's some deep, that's deep. So with that being said, and people that are new and listening and not giving too much, he really lived what he's saying, definitely. So without giving too much of how I believe in things, how would you suggest that if I was ready to have a relationship with someone, that I would present?
No, no, not on the air. You know, I ain't going there.
No, you don't have to go into detail, but how would you okay, say you were in that position. How would you present that to a woman that you are interested in?
I'm saying, look, your biggest thing is gonna be now. You got me turning into like a dating guru. Listen, your biggest thing is gonna be you have to be open to someone. Like you're not even open right now. So no, you will be doing whoever you date a disservice because you're not gonna give them a fair shot to be that man in your life, right?
Oh no, I'm not talking about that.
Then what you talking about? Right? Not, to be continued.
Yes. To be continued.
Yeah. So look, before we get off here, because the next week we supposed to be talking about
Yes.
next week's topic is kind of heavy. It's dealing with men who have dealt with abuses, sexual and otherwise, right? That they stifle and that they keep within because they feel like sharing that and trying to heal by sharing that makes them less than, right? We all know, man, how we are very judgmental and we come up in a society that's full of machismo, right? Like everybody's macho, everybody's super tough, being led by their ego. So the first time you hear about a grown man having been molested or something, if you are not conscious and one of the aware cats, you probably gonna judge him as being gay or that he wanted it. You know what I'm saying? And you probably gonna ostracize him, which is why people don't come out and express these things and share this with you to try to get the healing that they need. So next week we're gonna talk about this, man. We're gonna have my man Leon Benson on here, LB, wrongfully convicted for murder. Did like a quarter century in there. I was in them tombs on them units with him. Brilliant dude, very insightful. And it's his lane. You know what I'm saying? But that's next week's topic, man.
Do you are you okay with me playing the song?
What song? LB song? Talk about the song for that particular. Yeah, you got it right now.
Yeah.
So they can
LB and Papalani actually released this song at 12 o'clock today. And it is, I ain't even gonna tell you what time it is because I already know how you play. But we want to help people understand that fight.
Yeah.
So this is Papalani's song about what he endured.
I don't remember the moment. I remember the after. The way rooms got smaller. The way laughter got faster. I remember learning exit before I learned names. How I laughed at the wrong time so nobody could explain. I got good at reading weather in the middle of the room. Every silence felt loaded. Every kindness felt doomed. I didn't have language, so I folded the sound. Put a lock on my throat and swallowed it down. Nobody told me what to call what I felt. So I call it nothing and blame myself. After the last bell, I stayed where I stood. Everybody went home. I learned how not to. I learned how to smile with my hands in my sleeves. Learned how to disappear without ever leaving. I learned jokes before honesty, time before trust. I learned how to flinch, but not who to discuss. I could feel it in echoes, in the way doors would close, in the way I stayed alert, even half asleep at home. I thought if I stayed agreeable, I'd stay safe. If I stayed small, I wouldn't take up space. So I practiced being easy, practiced being numb, practiced not needing what I already lost once. They said time heals everything, but time just passed, and I learned how to live like it never exists. After the last bell, I stayed where I stood. Everybody went home. I learned how not to. I learned how to laugh at the edge of a joke. Learn how to keep secrets I never spoke. It wasn't one night, it was every night after. It wasn't the sound, it was what happened to laughter. It wasn't my body, it was what it learned. How to lock every door, how to stay unconcerned after the last bell. Something closing me, I kept showing up, but I'm fully seen. I didn't break loud, I broke discreet. I just learned how to carry it quiet and deep. Some things don't end, they just stop ringing.
Man.
That's next week, y'all. We're gonna be talking about that, man, and it's gonna be heavy. And yeah, but it's not gonna always be the conversation that you think based off what I'm saying, because it doesn't always have to be a man molesting a boy, right? It can be women molesting boys as well.
Yes.
And so yeah, stay tuned, man. Next week, Sunday, we'll be back. Same bat channel. Me and Katrina button heads.
Always. 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right here. And we're going to continue to hope and pray that Facebook will allow us to actually go live on our page.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, man. Peace and love, man.
Peace and love. And don't say nothing until I say end stream.